the night finds me. Got no key hanging on my chain. Yeah, I sleep wherever darkness finds me. Got no door key on this chain. But I still say good evening proper, and I tip my hat in the rain. The streets are my residence, the stars are my ceiling light. These concrete streets are my residence. Lord, them stars are my only light. But I carry myself with manners from the morning through the night. You can ask me where I'm staying, I got no address to give. You can ask me for my mailing address, I got no place where I live. But I'm more of a gentleman than most men with mortgages. I hold the door for the ladies, I speak with respect and care. I hold that door open for the ladies, speak with dignity and care. Or a roof don't make a gentleman, it's the way that he walks through the air. Who don't know how to stand up tall. Yeah, rich men in their marble mansions who never learned to stand up tall. And I've slept on park benches with more grace than they got in their halls. My home is in my posture, my address is in my stride. Lord, posture. My address is written in my stride. No landlord can evict the gentleman that I carry inside. No fixed address, but a fixed principle. The street's my bedroom, but courtesy's my cathedral. I shine my shoes every Sunday morning, rain or shine. Yeah, I shine these shoes every Sunday morning, rain or shine. Ain't got two coins to rub together, but that leather's gonna shine. My wallet's flat as the Delta ground, not a dollar bill inside. My wallet's thin as a whisper, Lord, not a single bill to hide. But when I walk down that avenue, I walk it with my pride. You can see my pockets empty, you can see my cupboard bare, but look down at these shoes I'm wearing, polished black without a care. I may be broke this Monday morning, but I ain't broken anywhere. I'll tip my hat to the ladies, hold my shoulders square and strong. A poor man's got his dignity, and that can't be bought or pawned. I'm walking tall on empty, and I've been walking all along. Every night I brush the dust off, wipe the scuff marks clean. Every single night I tend these shoes like a preacher tends his dream. The world can take my money, but it can't take what I mean. A man without a penny still deserves to stand up straight. Yeah, a man without a penny's got the right to walk through heaven's gate. I ain't got tomorrow's rent, but tonight I'm looking great. Mirror don't lie, wallet's empty, but the man reflected back. He's worth more than any money. So cold I can see my breath, but I heat up that iron just the same. Yeah, the room's so cold I can see my breath, but I heat that iron just the same. Ain't got no heat in this one room shack, but I got my pride to reclaim. My fingers freeze while I press these sleeves, smooth out every single line. And Lord, my fingers freeze while I press each sleeve, iron out every crease and line. Nobody's gonna see this shirt but me, but it's gonna look just fine. Let the winter winds blow through my door. I'm standing here with a crisp white shirt, pressed and ready for what's in store. Poor man's got his morning ritual, and that's worth fighting for. I face this day like a gentleman should, collar straight and buttons tight. The world don't owe me warmth or comfort, but I owe myself this right. Iron sharp in a freezing room, that's how I win this fight. Steam rises up like a prayer I breathe, mixing with the morning cold. Yeah, steam rises like the prayers I need in this room that won't be sold. But when I step out on that icy street, I'll be wearing dignity untold. Some men got furnaces and fancy homes, I got a hot iron in my will. Some men got heated rooms and big brick homes, I got this iron in my will. And that's enough to keep me standing. Yeah, that's enough to keep me still. Ooh, a cold room, hot iron, warm pride. That's all a man needs to survive.
Storm rolled in at closing time, neon signs were flickering low. Yeah, the downpour caught me after work, watching all them neon signs glow. Standing under Murphy's awning, got nowhere else to go. My coat pocket holds a single coin, 10 cents cold against my palm. Lord, this Roosevelt dime's the only thing between me and the harm. Buy coffee at the counter, could call home from the booth downtown. One thin dime in the pouring weather, clutched inside my fist. One thin dime while the rain keeps falling, everything I got's in this. The street lights make the puddle shine like diamonds that I miss. I could spend it on that phone call 10 cents a cup. Yeah, that corner booth is calling, steam rising from the cup. But there's wisdom in this waiting, and not spending what you got. Oh, Joe the night cop walks on by, tips his hat but don't say nothing. Lord, he knows the look of working men who's standing here with nothing. We both know this city's secrets, all the truths we keep from touching. The rain keeps falling steady, the coin stays in my hand. Last one, but I'm still standing. I'm standing in this charity line, but my eyes don't hit the ground. Yeah, I'm waiting in this bread line, but my eyes don't look down. I take what's offered with a thank you, not with shame or hollow sound. Hunger's real and pride is proud. Sometimes they gotta share a space. Lord, hunger sharp and pride runs deep. Sometimes they occupy the same place. I'll accept this help I need today, but I look you in the face. You can see me waiting for a meal, see me take that offer bread, but you won't see my spirit kneeling, won't see mercy break my head. Charity's for the body, but my soul ain't being fed. I'll stand here straight among the needy, hold my shoulders back and square, stand here steady with the hungry, keep my head up in the air. Taking help ain't the same as breaking, if you meet the giver stare. Some folks look away when giving, like they're tossing food to dogs. Yeah, some people can't meet your eye, treat you like you're less than dogs. But I look right back and thank them, write my name in mercy's law. This line moves slow, but I ain't broken, just a man who's falling down. The line moves slow, but I ain't broken, just a soul who's falling down. And I'll rise up from this bread line, walk tall through this town. Eyes forward, back straight, hungry but not defeated. That's the difference between a handout and a hand up. Shadow stretching long across the street. Yeah, I look down at my shadow lying cool beneath my feet, and I thought that shadows got it easier than me. My shadow don't get hungry, don't need no place to sleep. Lord, my shadow never hungers, never worries, never weeps, don't owe nobody nothing, don't got no promises to keep. My shadow's richer than I'll ever be, got no debts and got no bills. Sometimes I envy my own silhouette, the way it just glides along. Sometimes I watch my silhouette, how it just floats along. No hunger in its belly, no blues inside its song. Disappears, and now I'm still standing solid. Been standing all these years. My shadow's got it easy, but it only exists because I do. I'm richer than my shadow, because I'm real and I'm still here. My pockets may be empty, but my voice is filled with gold. Yeah, these pockets may be hollow, but his voice carries gold. Every note I sing is currency that can't be bought or sold. I can't pay my rent with melody, can't buy bread with a song. No, I can't pay the landlord with his melody, can't buy my supper with a song. But when I open up my mouth, the whole room knows where they belong. This golden voice is heavy, it's a blessing, a chain. Lord, this golden voice weighs heavy, it's my glory and my pain. I carry all his music, but I can't afford the train. People stop to listen, drop
drop their coins and walk away. Yeah, people stop to listen, leave their pennies, walk away. They take my soul for pocket change, but I'll sing another day. Some men got their fortunes locked in banks and safety vaults. Rich men keep their fortunes safe in banks and concrete roads. My treasure's in my throat, and it pours out every time I talk. This voice can't keep me sheltered, can't put food upon my plate. No, this voice won't pay for shelter, won't put supper on my plate. But it's the only wealth I got, and it's the weight I celebrate. Golden voice, empty hands, rich in what I give, poor in what I keep, but I keep singing anyway. Yeah, I stepped into that pawn shop, guitar case in my hand. The man looked up and smiled like he already owned my band. He offered me $5 for this 6-string friend of mine. Gave me just $5 for this old 6-strand of mine. I took the money, left my music, crossed another line. Got my guitar in the pawn shop, got these blues inside my head. Yeah, my guitar's locked in the pawn shop, but these blues still in my head. You can take a man's instrument, but you can't take the songs he's bred. I'll be back to claim you, baby, as soon as fortune turns around. I'll return to get you, darling, when my luck turns around. Till then I'll sing a cappella, make music without sound. That ticket in my pocket feels like a promise I can't keep. Yeah, this pawn ticket in my pocket's like a promise in too deep. But I know every scratch and string on the guitar while I sleep. Some men pawn their wedding rings, some men pawn their daddy's watch. Men pawn their golden wedding rings, others pawn their father's watch. I pawn my voices home and it burns just like a scotch. Can't pawn $1 short of where I need to be. Yeah, all my life been just $1 short of being free. But I walked 1,000 miles on this journey meant for me. Every time I almost make it, fortune turns her back and runs. Every single time I'm close, Lady Luck just turns and runs. But I've been chasing that $1 since this race begun. $1 short, but a lifetime long. That's a story of my years. Just $1 short, a decade long, full of struggle, sweat and tears. But that small gap taught me more than any fortune buys with cheers. I learned to make a nickel stretch, learned to make nothing do. Learn to stretch a nickel fall, make empty pockets see me through. That missing dollar made me rich in ways the wealthy never knew. If I had that extra dollar every time I came up shy, Lord, if I'd had that missing dollar every time I tried, I'd be a different man today. Maybe one who never cried. But this shortage made my character, this gap has made me whole. Yeah, this lifelong shortage shaped my soul. This gap has made me whole. Sometimes what you're missing builds more than what you hold. $1 short, 70 years long, still standing, still walking, that's the real force.
I'm packing up my suitcase, but there's nothing left to fold. Yeah, I'm packing this old suitcase, but there's nothing left to fold. Just empty space and memories, and dreams that's growing old. This case feels heavy though it's light, weighted down by what's not there. Lord, this suitcase feels so heavy, burdened by the empty air. Carrying all this nothing takes a strength beyond compare. Got a suitcase full of nothing, but I'm ready for the road. Yeah, I'm carrying this nothing, but I'm ready for the road. Sometimes traveling like light means carrying an invisible load. No clothes to wear tomorrow, no treasures for to keep, just walk away, and that runs deep. Suitcases bursting, can't close the latches down. Rich men got their cases bursting, barely close them down. Mine clicks shut easy, makes barely any sound. But in this emptiness there's possibility. There's room for what's ahead. In all this emptiness lives possibility. There's space for what's ahead. I'm not weighing myself down with yesterday's regrets. I'm traveling light instead. Empty suitcase, full heart, lie low, heavy meaning, ready to move. That's all the baggage a free man needs. This concrete's harder than the Delta soul I used to know. Yeah, this pavement's harder than that Mississippi soil I used to know. But my footsteps hit it steady, and my stride don't move too slow. The ground beneath my feet is unforgiving, cold and gray. Lord, this ground beneath is unforgiving, cold as winter, hard as clay. But I ain't bending to this city, I walk tall anyway. I'm walking tall on the hard ground, though my shoes are wearing thin. Yeah, I'm walking tall on concrete, even when I can't win. The earth may push against my soles, but it won't break what's within. Every step's a small defiance, every stride's a quiet claim. Each step I take's defiance, every stride proclaims my name. This hard ground can't defeat me, can't extinguish my flame. Some men got cushioned carpets, soft grass beneath their feet. Rich men walk on cushioned carpets, manicured lawns so sweet. I got broken sidewalks and cracked streets, but I won't accept defeat. My back stays straight, my chin stays up, no matter what's below. Yeah, my spine stays straight, my head held high, despite what lies below. The hardness of the ground don't change the dignity I show. Hard ground.
Got 3 rusted pennies jingling in my pocket today. Yeah, I got 3 old rusted pennies barely jingling in my pocket today. But when I start to talking, people stop and wanna stay. My coins may be corroded, but my words shine bright and clean. Lord, these coins are old and rusted, turn green with age I've seen. But my tongue's polished silver, cuts through like a laser beam. I got rusted pennies, but I got a silver tongue. Yeah, I'm carrying rusted pennies, but my words are sharp and song. Money talks, they say, but eloquence has never been outsung. I can charm a landlord, talk my way through one more week. I can sweet talk that landlord, buy myself another week. These rusted coins won't save me, but these silver words I speak. Some men got gold in their wallets, but laid upon their lips. Rich men carry gold and diamonds, but their words just fall and slip. I got copper turning green, but poetry drips from my fingertips. Silver stories, trade my tales for bread. My pennies might be worthless, but my language keeps me fed. Rusted copper in my hand, silver flowing from my mouth, poor man's currency. That's how I survive the drought. Suit, 2 sizes too big for me. Yeah, this suit belonged to my cousin, hangs loose on my frame, you see. But the pride I'm wearing underneath fits me perfectly. The jacket's not my own, the trousers ain't mine to claim. Lord, this jacket's borrowed property. These pants ain't in my name, but the dignity I carry, nobody else can claim the same. I got a borrowed suit, but natural pride but His Spirit you can't provide. This suit'll go back Monday, return to where it came. This fancy suit returns on Monday, back to my cousin's name. But I'll keep walking tall and steady, 'cause my pride remains the same. Some men are born in tailored silk, custom made to size. Rich men wear their tailored silk suits cut to fit precise. I wear hand-me-downs and borrowed threads, but still I win the prize. What makes a man ain't in his clothes, it's in the way he stands. No, what makes a gentleman ain't clothes, it's in the way he stands. My suit's on loan, but my character is made by my own hands. Borrowed fabric, born dignity, return the suit. Keep the soul, that's what they can't take back.
My kingdom's just one room with walls that barely stand. Yeah, my whole kingdom's one small room, walls cracked by time's rough hand. But I rule this humble empire like a king rules his land. I got a chair that's my throne, a table that's my court. Lord, this wooden chair's my throne, this table is my royal court. In every corner of the shack is my sovereign resort. Small but mine, yeah, I reign over this one room shack. This humble castle's mine. No mansion could make me prouder than this kingdom I define. I may not have a crown of gold, no scepter in my hand, I got no golden royal crown, no jewel scepter in my hand, but I'm the undisputed ruler of this one room promised land. Some kings got marble palaces, got servants at their call. Rich king live in marble palaces with servants in the hall. I got 4 walls and solitude, but I stand 10 feet tall. This tiny kingdom shack than lords could ever be. One room, one man, one crowd, nobody sees but the kingdom in my heart. That's where true power breathes. They dance to my rhythm in their fancy ballroom halls. Yeah, the wealthy sway to my rhythm in their grand ballroom halls. But they don't know this music comes from poverty's hard cause. I play the beat they borrowed, but the blues belong to me. Lord, I strum the rhythm they adopted, but these blues are mine, you see. They can buy the sound, but they can't purchase misery. It's a rich man's rhythm, but a poor man's blues I sing. Yeah, they got the rhythm section, but I own the blues I bring. They can mimic my cadence, but they can't feel the sting. Oh, they throw coins for my music, think they bought what I create. Rich folks toss their coins and dollars, think they purchased my fate. But you can't buy authenticity, can't put a price on this clubs with velvet seats. Yeah, downtown they copy my music, playing their elite retreats. But these blues were born in hunger, walked on bare and bleeding feet. They got the instruments and amplifiers, the stage lights shining bright. Rich fans got equipment and amplifiers, spotlights burning bright. But I got the soul and the story, the darkness and the light. They dance, I bleed, they borrow, I create. Rich man's rhythm, poor man's heart. That's the blues they'll never understand.
at my dinner table set with cigarettes in there. Yeah, my evening table set with tobacco smoke and empty air. No bread, no meat, no vegetables, just dreams laid out with care. I'm feasting on tomorrow, washing down my hopes with clouds. Lord, I'm dining on tomorrow, drinking, smoking, hopeful clouds. My stomach's growling gospel, but my spirit's singing loud. I'm dining on dreams and smoke, that's my supper for tonight. Yeah, I'm eating dreams and breathing smoke till the morning light. Some men got steak and potatoes, I got appetite and fight. This meal won't fill my belly, won't stop the hunger's call. No, this feast won't feed my body, won't answer hunger's call. But I'm still sitting at this table, sitting proud and tall. I'll light another cigarette, pretend it's my dessert. Yeah, I spark another smoke, imagine it's my sweet dessert, and swallow down ambition to distract me from the hurt. Some folks got 3 square meals, I got imagination's plate. Rich people eat 3 square meals from fine china and ornate. I dine on possibility, and that's enough to satiate empty plate. Full mind, hungry body, fed soul. Dreams and smoke, that's a poor man's banquet. Down the street, yeah, I owe the landlord plenty. Oh, that grocer for my meat. But there ain't no debt collector who can claim my soul's receipt. My credit shot to pieces, my name's mud all over town. Lord, my credit's torn to shreds, my reputation's falling down. But my soul is debt-free, baby, wearing heaven's crown. I got no debt to my soul, that ledger's clean and pure. Yeah, there's no debt upon my soul, that account is clean and sure.
mail the world my rent, but my spirit's insured. They can take my furniture, repossess my meager things. Yeah, they can haul away my table, take back everything, but they can't foreclose on dignity, can't repo what's within. Some men sold their conscience, traded ethics for a price. Rich men pawned their moral compass, sold their honor, rolled the dice. I kept my soul untarnished, though I paid a heavy price. I never beg or borrowed from the devil at the door. No, I never made no deal with demons knocking at my door. I'm poor in every pocket, but my soul is rich for sure. Debts everywhere, except where it matters. Soul paid in full, that's the only account that counts. Forever solvent spirit. Into this mirror and I see a tired face. Yeah, I stare into this glass and see a weary, weathered face. But that reflection tells the truth. Every line is in its place. Shows a poor man, worn down by the years. Lord, this glass reflects a poor soul, marked by struggle, sweat and tears. But it also shows a man who faced his demons and his fears. The mirror doesn't lie, shows me exactly what I am. Yeah, this mirror tells no lies, reveals exactly what I am. Not rich, not fancy, not refined, but an honest, decent man. I could lie to other people, paint a picture that ain't true. I could spin tales for the world, create a self that isn't true. But this mirror knows my
face what they've come to be. But I stand here every morning, and that mirror sets me free. It shows my empty pockets, shows the patches on my clothes. Yeah, it reveals my worn out jacket, every tear and thread exposed. But it also shows a backbone and a dignity that shows. Mirror don't lie, shows the truth. Poor but honest, worn but standing, that's the man I see. And that's the man I'll be. I smell like whiskey, but my hands don't shake it off. Yeah, my breath is heavy with whiskey, but these hands don't shake it off. I can hold my liquor and my dignity, standing 6 feet tall. I've been drinking since the sunset, drowning sorrows old and new. Lord, I've been sipping since the sun went down, washing pain both old and new. But I ain't stumbling, ain't mumbling, still know what I gotta do. Got whiskey breath and steady hands, that's how a blues man holds his ground. Yeah, whiskey on my tongue, but steady hands, that's how this man stays sound. I can drink away my troubles, but I won't let them drag me down. Some men drink and fall to pieces, lose themselves inside the bottle. Yeah, some folks drink and crumble, drowning deep inside the bottle. But I sip slow and stay composed, never lose my sense of throttle. Yeah. This whiskey's cheap, but it's honest, burns just like the truth. Lord, this bottom shelf whiskey's honest, burns clean just like the truth. It don't promise me tomorrow, don't try to give back my youth. Yeah. I'll take another careful sip, maintain my self-control. Yeah, I'll have another measured drink, but I maintain control. The whiskey warms my body, but it won't consume my soul. Yeah. Whiskey in my system, clarity in my mind, drunk but They say that money makes the man, but I say that ain't true. Yeah, folks claim that money makes you, but I know that ain't true. My fortune's underneath this hat, in everything I know and do. My bank account is empty, ain't got savings in my name. Lord, my bank account reads zero, got no savings to my name. But I got wisdom in my skull, and that's a wealthier claim. Wealth is under my head, is the knowledge in my head. Yeah, my riches are beneath this hat, all the wisdom that I've bled. I'm richer than the bankers, though I ain't got daily bread. You can rob me of my pocket change, steal the shoes right off my feet. Yeah, you can take my loose change, steal these worn shoes off my feet. But you can't steal what's in my mind, that wealth you can't delete. Every scar became a lesson. Lord, I earned my education from experience and dress. Every failure taught me something, turned my struggles to a blessing. Some men went to fancy schools, got diplomas on their walls. Rich men got their fancy degrees, certificates in marble halls. I got the school of hard knocks, and those lessons don't get old. Head on my head, wealth underneath, poor man's treasure, knowledge and belief. That's the fortune they can't foreclose. I've seen strong men crumble, watch them fall down to their knees. Yeah, I've witnessed mighty men crumble, drop down to their knees. But I'm still standing here upright, despite the hard-earned fees. The world has knocked me down before, Lord knows it tried its best. This world has knocked me to the ground, yeah, it surely tried its best.
But every time I hit that floor, I got back up to face the test. I'm the last man standing when the dust finally clears. Yeah, I'll be the last one standing after all these years. Not because I'm strongest, but because I face my fears. They thought poverty would break me, thought hunger'd bring me low. Yeah, they assumed that poverty would break me, hunger bring me low. But I'm still standing tall and breathing, got more fight than they'll ever know. I buried friends and dreams alike, stood at too many graves. Lord, I buried friends and dreams together, stood by too many graves. But I'm still here to tell the story, still riding all these waves. This ain't about winning, ain't about coming out on top. No, this ain't about victory, ain't concerned with being on top. It's about refusing to surrender, refusing to stop. Last man standing, not because I won, but because I wouldn't fall. Still here, still breathing, still standing tall. That's the only victory that matters.